So at the Above the Line conference, you have a session entitled Bulletproofing Your Seat at the Wealth Builders Table. How secure do you think advisors are with their spot at the table right now?
Well, I think it's interesting that, and oftentimes when I'm talking to our clients, just even last week with a group out in Dallas, I was talking to them about the fact that you've got certain relationships right now where, the whole concept of sitting on your client's side of the table, you've got relationships now where, clients actually have you in that seat, but you don't necessarily know that they actually have you in that seat because you're not having that conversation. I think on the flip side of that, there's other relationships where you really see yourself in that seat alongside your client on their side of the table, where the client doesn't necessarily see you in that seat because they've never really thought about it that way, right? They don't know that there's a seat that's on their side of the table. I want to help advisors be more intentional about having these conversations. And when I mean intentional, I mean you're meeting with a brand new prospect for the first time. I think it's a really important thing to talk about who's sitting at their table today. Who are the important relationships that are guiding some of the decisions and things that they're making? So, one of the key takeaways from this talk is going to be languaging and strategy about how do you actually bring this to somebody that you might be meeting for the very first time, because they've got advisors. Our advisors, the people that are going to be coming to this session, their clients have advisors. It's not that they're not working with anybody. So it's really critical for them to understand, well, who's sitting around the table today? But I also believe that it's really, really important that you're going out and communicating the role you want to play in your clients' lives, and more importantly, the role you want to play on their team to your long-standing relationships. Because the thing I tell advisors all the time is that your best client relationship is somebody else's best prospect, right? So people are always trying to enter into that relationship, and I think I really want to help advisors understand how to make sure you're having the right communication so that client has no doubt where you sit on their team and the role you want to play in their lives.
Give us a sense of what other ways bulletproofing your spot at the wealth builders table is going to impact the rest of the business for these advisors.
Yeah, I was just talking with one of our clients this morning that's actually got 3 generations in their business. For them, bulletproofing that seat at the client's table on a generational wealth basis, because the lead advisor, the elder advisor on that team is literally getting questions today about how much longer are you going to be at this? What's the future of you? So on a number of ways, if you think about the longevity, currently who's running your business has worked hard to build the relationships you have today. You want to probably ensure that passes on, right? So there's some real business means. The next thing is you think about future successors to your business, how exciting do you think it is for them, right? To think about how tight these relationships are and how we're bulletproofing our relationship and sitting on the client side of the table. It's going to drive values for your business, and it's going to actually create the likelihood that you're going to be able to successfully transition that relationship on to future generations inside of your own business. So I think it's got a number of key benefits to folks that will be sitting in this room as it relates to their business and those relationships.
What else is it you're excited about talking with these advisors about at the cocktail hour or during some of the breaks and so on? What else is on your mind right now, Todd?
I just, our work, as you know, is about helping advisors create the most powerful relationships possible. It's what we do. It's what we eat, sleep, and breathe, as you know, at Legacy. And so, whether it's me helping advisors bulletproof their seat at their client's table, or looking at other ways in which they can be bulletproof themselves and how they think about and prepare and get up and engage in the business on a daily basis, or some of the other great speakers that we've actually put together in this lineup, I'm real excited about how we're helping people be on the cutting edge about the way that they think and prepare for business. So I'm really looking forward to engaging in a number of those conversations and sessions.